All right. It's so frustrating talking about this game. Steph Castle, he had some stuff to say. Shout out to today's sponsor. I'm so sorry. I'm usually on my stuff, but I'm this game whooped me, man. If you guys want to make me feel better, download Sleeper, and it's an app in which there's social media segment in which you can see a bunch of highlights, injury reports, updates, news, all that good stuff. So you can get all your Spurs NBA news here. Or you can head on over to the picks section, and if you're interested in daily fantasy sports, that's very fun as well. Go to the NBA, you scroll down, you do some, I think you'll score more than this, less than that, all that good stuff, and win yourself some money. Just use the promo code CLAN and you get a 100% match up to $100 if that's something that you are interested in. All right, let's take a look at what Steph Castle had to say. All right, so Steph, you, my friend, was one of few that actually showed some freaking effort. Now, the beginning of the game, and it's very apparent that you're not a point guard, but the beginning of the game, you had me worried, buddy. You had me worried. But his defense was phenomenal. Refs did not allow him to play defense, so he couldn't get too physical. They were like, yeah, we don't do that. We don't do that. Yeah, we don't do none of that. And Steph was like, what? Play defense? And they were like, yeah, defense. We don't do that here. You just gotta let Booker do whatever he wants. And they also didn't know his name. They called him Steven Castle when they called was it a technical? Yeah, the technical foul. That is crazy that this guy gets a technical foul. He's like the chillest person ever. How does he get a tech? Him getting a tech, maybe it's not the equivalent of this, but kind of. Like him getting a tech is like if Kawhi gets a tech. It's like, what? Why did Kawhi get a tech? How did he get a tech? Whatever he said, it was the tamest thing ever. Meanwhile, I'm watching Warriors games and Draymond Green is telling refs that he's going to murder their family. And they're just like, oh, there's that Draymond.
This one is pretty physical. How do you guys counter that in the future? You've seen it a few other times before. Kind of reminiscent about Houston.
Yeah, I think we got to get to our spacing spots a lot quicker. Give him more space to where he can see where doubles are coming from and have his outlets. But yeah, I mean, just taking our time. I mean, we know teams are going to do that. Teams don't want to.
He's right. And also, I also just thought that where they were giving him the ball was just strange. It was very strange where Wemby was positioning. They were doing it way too early. He wasn't positioning himself into the paint, or near the paint. It was very strange. And Wemby usually likes it at the top of the key. They weren't doing that either. It was like baseline near the 3-point line, passes to Wemby. I'm like, what are we doing? What are we gonna do with this?
Guard him one-on-one. So I mean, we watch film on it, so we just gotta be better at it. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we kind of needed this. I feel like we were starting.
Yeah, bro, you smack you in the face. They smacked you. They whooped you. They whooped you.
Starting to get a little comfortable. So this is kind of a wake-up call for us. So, I mean, I'm happy to see how we're going to respond on Wednesday.
Man, was it a wake-up call? I'm glad that he actually mentioned this. You know, a lot of times players don't actually say that. I don't hear players say that often.
Yeah, I mean, in these type of games, I mean, we see it all the time. Teams come back, so I mean, we knew we weren't going to give up. So I mean, he's just trying to put that energy and confidence into us. I mean, that's just what he does as a coach.
They were blocking the passing lanes every time Wemby was in his spots. Then we should have had some open shots, huh? I think the one thing that does worry me a little bit, which I'm starting to see what some of the chatters were saying like a few games ago, is shooting going to be a problem for us? You know, because other than Champagny and Devin, yeah, it's a little rough, right? I'm hoping that if Lindy Waters doesn't work out, the Spurs might have to reach out and see if they can get another shooter this season. Because this is a really good team, and they should make a run. So, yeah, if you have to do it, you have to do it. Find you another shooter. But that's one thing that worries me because, yeah, they basically were like, we'll let everyone else beat you. And then everyone else was like, yeah, that's fine. You can just beat us.
Didn't play the type of game anymore.
You can just win.
Just over this first 6 games.
It's like that. The Spurs were like that SpongeBob meme. You guys remember that? The SpongeBob scene where Plankton is like trying to get SpongeBob to be a little bit more assertive. And he has that ice cream. And he's like, Plankton's like, yeah, now let him have it. And then SpongeBob just gives him the ice cream. He's like, you can have it. That was the Spurs tonight. You can have it. Open 3-pointer, you can have it. Free throw line, you can have it. You want to steal the ball from? You can have it.
A lot with patience. Taking probably easier shots. I feel like him trying to get to the basket.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna let him finish. Somebody said Wimby P. That reminds me of another thing. I want to say this before I forget. These teams are going to be gunning for Wimby because there was also just a betting line or the probability or possibility or whatever you call it, of Wembanyama getting MIP, MVP, and Defensive Player of the Year. They want to gun at him. They want to be the ones to make that fiction.
It all the time kind of brings so many people, brings a lot of crowds. So, I mean, with his height, I mean, where he gets his catches from, I feel like he's been just facing up and rising over for a way easier shot this year. So, I mean, I feel like his patience and just his ability to read the game, and then his defense, I mean, it's always been there. So that's always going to improve. So, I mean, he's got the full package, and he'll bounce back for sure. I mean, yeah. I mean, I still don't know what happened to him either. So, I mean, as far as I know, he's playing Wednesday in my eyes. So I don't really know how to answer that.
Considering how you guys started out this year, do you think teams that you were stronger, somewhat big and hunted as opposed to hunter now?
I feel like we get every team's best game, especially with having Vic.
Teams tried that against Jokic and Murray just killed them instead. Well, that's going to be the beautiful thing of having Fox, right? And Dylan Harper was murdering them this game, right? Like, he was like 5 for 8. Like, he was on fire, bro. So, yeah, I don't know.
Especially how good of a player he is. Teams have to be ready to play us, and I mean, we understand that. So, I mean, we have to bring that same type of fight to every game.
Is Castle and Wemby the same as Kobe and Shaq? No. Closest thing to that they'd play completely different, but it would be like Dylan Harper. Like, Dylan Harper is more talented. Castle is really good this game, by the way. He's very good. Castle is very good, but he's not a Kobe and Shaq good. Like that. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I like your enthusiasm, though. It's really, yeah, I like your enthusiasm.
Probably just the emotions of the game. I mean, just a bunch of guys competing, wanting to win. I mean, words were said. I mean, obviously the ref didn't like it, called it, but I mean, it's part of it. I mean, we all want to win. We're all just out there competing. I mean, it happens.
By the time this is uploaded, I have no idea if we'll already know, but you said, is it a calf strain from Harper? I have no clue. But we'll see. My prediction is a couple weeks. Just knowing the Spurs, at very least, it's going to be a week or two, at the very least. But the good news is he did try to sit on the bench, and they forced him to go back to the back. But I guess that's a good sign, but we don't know.
Got to go back and look at it. I don't know how good my technique was. I mean, I'm going to argue every call. I mean, I don't think I ever foul, so I don't think anybody in the league thinks they do. So, I mean, they might have been fouls. They might have not been, so I got to go back and look.
I was watching for you, bro. You don't have to. They weren't fouls.
You just talk about taking on Devin and taking on everything else on each night.
Yeah, it's probably the funnest part of the game for me. I mean, just growing up watching all these guys and then being put on that primary matchup is definitely a blessing. So, I mean, I look forward to all these matchups and all these games. So, yeah, I'm definitely gonna be looking forward to the one Wednesday.
Thanks.
Appreciate
It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. Hopefully, some guys are back. It'd be good for the NBA. I'm sorry, I'm irritated. And not because of Castle. He's great. He did great. He did fine. I like him taking accountability for the fouls. There's this narrative going around. Let me just say this right now. There's this narrative going around that I don't like Castle because I've criticized him being put at point guard. So I need to mention two things, right? Number one, I've always liked Castle. I was one of the main people pushing for us to get Castle in the draft when everybody else said that they want Zachary Risachet. And I was praying that Castle would land at 4 because I did not want anybody else in that draft but Steph Castle. That's number one, okay? And I still feel that way. I really like Castle, all right? Number two, people have said, well, Clan, what about all the stuff that you said about experimenting at the point guard position? Because you're getting upset that he's running point guard, but you love when Jeremy Sohan ran point guard. Well, these are two different situations that elicit two different reactions. Number one, with our boy Sohan, that was during a tanking season, right? You think I would have been okay with Sohan coming into this season running point guard? No. Okay? No. I don't like it. I wouldn't like that at all. So you're during a tanking season. You have room to experiment. And I said that multitude of times that we're going to be losing a lot of games anyways. Experiment, allow him to get that, experience. Castle, we're in a season where we're trying to win it, basically win it all, right? I don't know if we can, but we're in a season where we're trying to win it all, and we're definitely going to be in the playoffs. So in that type of season where every game matters more, yeah, I don't want to just sit back and just experiment, right? Like I mean, in this setting, it is an experiment. It isn't an experiment. Let me say that it is an experiment. But when you had Dylan Harper right there, and multitude of these games now, you had to be like, okay, let's just switch it out and have Dylan Harper run point. Yeah, it gets a little irritating, right? And that's how I feel about it. But if this was during a tanking season, I wouldn't care. Last season, I didn't care. It was another kind of tanking season. I didn't care. Wasn't a tank, but it's kind of a tanking season. I didn't care if Castle was running point. So, yeah. That's all I have to say about that. Thoughts on KJ this season? I like KJ. Keldon's doing a great job. He still has his Keldon-isms, but if I'm like getting on to him about that, like that's nitpicking because I think Keldon has been great in his role. I think the Spurs have been able to simplify his role quite a bit, and he's really embracing it, as he always does, and he looks better. Defensively, he looks a little better too. Still not a good defender. I still wouldn't say he's a good defender, but he's doing a fine job. But yeah, he's doing a fine job.